I think black Israelite stuff should have never faded out of the culture. Much more interesting than his Christianity. I agree. It is content. If people are going to go bananas mode, if people are going to go bad, at least make it entertaining. And all the like evangelical Christian just sucks. It's so boring. It's so played out. As a Jew, my parents did stress the importance of financial responsibility. What with all those days of presents? Isn't it like tiny presents? You know what I mean? It's like toothbrushes and shit. I don't know anything because I didn't have Christmas or Hanukkah. You know what I mean? Muslims, unfortunately, do not have any, like, talked about this a lot. Muslims, unfortunately, don't really have any of that. There's like nothing fun. The one time everybody gets together, I guess we have Eid, right? But it's not the same. It's not the same. Anyone that says Eid is the same is crazy. Get out of here. And it's also like, Ramadan is literally not even Yom Kippur is where you fast for a day, right? Sun up to sundown. Ramadan is fasting from sun up to sundown for a month. It's crazy. Especially Ramadan goes crazy when it hits the summer. Please check out this Bill Burr take on Kanye.
So anyways, I just got to do this. You know, when you talk about race and that type of shit, you know, as a white dude, you just got to go easy, you know? Because very easily it starts feeling like a meeting, you know? Whenever I start hearing like, yeah, all right, woo! That's not good. All right, I got to pull back a little bit. You aren't seeing what I'm saying. I wore a country shirt.
I can't get over how awfully this is you could not have found a worse. You could not have found a worse recording. It's like a recording of another recording of another recording. Like, what the fuck is this, bro?
So anyways, I just got to do this. You know, when you talk about race and that type of shit, you know, as a white dude, you just got to go easy, you know? Because very easily it starts feeling like a meeting, you know? Whenever I start hearing like, yeah, all right, woo! That's not good. All right, I got to pull back a little bit. People aren't seeing what I'm saying. I wore a country shirt. Things are getting a little off the rails here. Can I get back to Kanye West? Half of you probably downloaded his shit, all right? All right, here we go. So my wife got freaked out because I told him, like, early on, she was loving the guy. And I was thinking he was cool. And then one day I saw him do an interview, and he was talking shit about how great he was. And there was just this look that was in his eye, and it just made me nervous. I'm like, dude, this guy is volatile, man. There's something with this guy. He's making me nervous. This guy is, like, right on the edge of, like, snapping, right? She goes, you're out of your mind. And I was thinking, I don't know. I think this guy's fucked up. And then I was convinced because one day I came walking in and she was listening to him do an interview and I didn't know it was him. And he was just in the middle of talking about how great he was. And I came walking in and all I did was hear this shit. And like literally like, no. And I turned and I looked before it even registered that it was Kanye. My first thought was, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. It's just a black guy. Oh, thank God. It's just the black guy. Yeah, I know. You're right to pull back. This is right to get awkward here because you don't know where this could go. This could very easily go in a clannish direction. Okay? So just let me clarify. Just hear me out. I'm thinking, thank God it's a black guy, meaning, thank God that ego that is in him, when that thing floated down from the heavens, or the cosmos, whatever the hell Joel Osteen shit you believe, all right? When that thing was floating down, it could have landed in anybody. Thank God it landed in a black guy. Thank God it got wrapped up in that, trapped within that. It's safe in there. No reason to worry when it's in there. Because if that ego, however, had floated down and landed in a blue-eyed white dude, there is no telling the damage that could have been done. You're talking entire civilizations wiped out, worldwide famine, the moon colliding with the earth in a black guy. Because he's just as nuts as some of the craziest white dudes of all time. He just doesn't have the opportunity.
What a weird take. Not a weird take. He's talking about, he's jokingly referencing that, not about like black people not being good enough to be fucking powerful. More so a take on white supremacy from the exact opposite side. Talking about power, who has it, and white supremacy taking, keeping black people down. And it's also a joke. Don't explain the joke, bro. Except, you know, the part that is correct is that Kanye does have that kind of ego. The part that is incorrect is that white guys do have that kind of ego as well. And not only that, but also Kanye West being elevated and platformed by conservatives, now that he is coming out as a conservative, reactionary conservative, is going to be elevated beyond that.
To follow through with the madness, right? Yeah, there's a glass ceiling on evil. You never notice that? Dude, go home, put on the History Channel. Like the top 9 out of 10 most batshit crazy dudes who ever walked the earth are all white dudes. Now, why is that? Because white dudes are more evil than anybody else? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. We definitely got the numbers. But I think it's different. I just think, you know what it is? Nobody's watching white dudes. All right? White dudes don't, too many of them gather and somebody pulls up. All right, break it up. Keep it moving. Get out of here. Getting pulled over for no fucking reason. None of that shit. You're a white dude. It's just an open field. Anything you think, hey, I'm going to do that. No one's stopping you. You just start running. Next thing you know, you're handing out buttons. You got your own uniform. You're starting a fucking war, right? All Kanye West is allowed to do is fuck up an award show every 3 to 4 years, make a public service announcement a little awkward for Mike Myers. That's as far as he's ever gonna get. I know. You don't believe me, dude. Okay. Next time Kanye's going off on himself, I'm telling you, just close your eyes, forget it's him, and really listen to what is coming out of this guy's mouth. He says shit like, I'm a genius. I'm a god. I'm Shakespeare. My biggest regret is I'll never get to see myself perform live. That's a direct quote. My biggest regret is I'll never get to see myself perform live. Dude, you put that ego in a white dude that is, ich bin einen in the Streisen. What's the Blitzkrieg? What's a superior race? Vienna will return to Deutschland first. No, I'm telling you, but we're okay. We're okay. It's in a black guy. Nothing's gonna happen. You never notice that shit? Crazy black guys, the far as they can get, they can just freak people out on the subway.
He's quite literally talking about black Israelites. He's literally making a joke about black Israelites, which is nearly identical. Well, maybe not. I wouldn't use terms like this, obviously, because I'm a political commentator and I'm describing powerlessness that black Israelites have versus, you know, or like black supremacist movements versus white supremacist movements.
They can stand on a street corner with their book and their friends just yelling about white people. These people, they got tails. The motherfuckers got tails. They're evil. And you just cross the street. That's it. In a perfect world, Hitler never would have made it past the subway level. That's as far as he ever would have got. You would have just football, I don't know, and the door just opened. He just come walking through. Once they should have the blue eyes and some blonde hair and the pubes like the sun. And you're just sitting there like, okay, just ignore him. Just ignore him. Let him pass through. Let him pass through. And he'd just walk into the other part of the train. Literally a world war. Just passing through. But he was a white dude. No one watched him, and his hair was flopping around, and nobody gave a fuck. All right? So that's kind of like the...
This is literally all you have is get your extremist left-wingers together and hate on the white man. Get a life. Bro, you're talking about Bill Burr. I thought you motherfuckers that cry about this shit were like not into comedy policing. Like what? Bill Burr, extreme leftist? I mean, I think so. All leftists know is hate white man and lie.
Weird lesson that I learned with Kanye West. You know? Like every once in a while, racism works. Like 99.9% of the time, it's the ugliest thing we do to one another. But every once in a while, we get lucky, and that marble, it rolls into the right hole, and we get off easy. We got off easy with that guy. I got to commend you guys. You did well with the Hitler reference. You did all right. Nothing quiets a room like dropping the H-bomb.
At least it's been a few days since the last Fredophobic tangent. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen people unironically be like, bro, he hates Italians. Like, he's being racist towards Italians. Sarah Silverman is getting canceled for this Kanye take. Let me guess. Kanye threatened the Jews yesterday on Twitter and it's not even trending. Why do mostly only Jews speak up against Jewish hate? The silence is so loud. The thing that kills me is I was talking about white people, but here we are. Wait, how was it not trending? What? It's been all over. She's right. Are people not fucking talking about this? I feel like this is a pretty big news story. I wonder if Twitter actually took it down. It literally was when she tweeted that. No, I think no, black people are because we do not care. What? We are politics on Twitter trends, but not on normie Twitter. I mean, trending is so personalized, it's hyper personalized, the algorithm. So it's hard to figure out what's trending globally. And they do actually take certain things off of the global trend on purpose. I mean, it's so dumb. To say that Black Twitter wasn't talking about it is crazy, obviously. Because, I mean, this is very much within that realm. Especially because it started off as white lives matter. So there's that. But also, then everyone was talking about it. Every step of Britta, the tweet was trending. I remember DEFCON 3 trending. Black Twitter has been clapping Kanye since the Trump hash. You got to chill. No, but the idea that all black people have to address Kanye West takes is silly. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Even though most black people do talk about Kanye West's statements all the time.